Alright, so we've been talking about arrays. And now on, we're going to include this library. It's called string. That library has a few methods or functions that we can just use instead of reinventing the wheel. Let's see, it's not showing up there. There. So we got this string.h library. So if you ever look at databases, they have this field size. And we're going to define the max size, how many characters a field will have. So I will say, we'll use 35 for now. And I have my main, like usual. And of course you need to include the standard AFX, whatever it comes with it. So, an array, we just declare it with the type, and we are going to use a character, because a string is just an array of characters. I'm going to say this is the last name. I'm going to put an S to say that's a string. You know what? Let's do 10. That will be too many squares for me to write. Let's do 10 for now. In the computer you can make more. So here we have 10. What the computer is going to do is allocate 10 times 8, supposedly, right? Because each character is 8 bits. So it's going to allocate 80 bits. Reality, if you have a 64-bit, it'll allocate 128. If it's a 32-bit, then it'll allocate 98. So, we'll assume it allocates only 10 times 8. So, I'm going to write the array vertical, horizontally this time. And I'm going to write it here too, vertically. So, if I assume this is address 1000, this would be 1008, right? 1016. So if I lay it on the side, this will be the address 1000 right here. Move that way. Okay. So if I put an index position in here, this is 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. It's the same as here. An extra one, look at 3, 6, 9, and it did. So, initially, this has, who knows what, right? So, before I show you, we could do this scanf using the CS character, and we keep inputting each character and filling up the array, right? And we did a for loop, I think. Well, we can use the scanf always. But instead of using a character, we're gonna use a lowercase s, which indicates string. You know what string is? This is a string right there. Because a string is delimited with double quotes. A single character is delimited with one quote. So when you do, let me do it before here. When you do printf, and then you put some text, enter last name. This is a string because we have more than one character. It's an array of characters, and since it's a string, you delimit it with double quotes. Then you use the scanf. And then you say and then you gotta pass the address, right? So, what's your guess? You pass the address of the first element, or you just put the address of the array, or how do you pass it?
You just, just add the name of the array.
So there are two ways, right? An array is a pointer. Remember, we can switch around when we make a method, we pass an array or we pass a pointer. So in this case, I can just pass the last name. And that will work, because that's a pointer to a character. Pointer is just an address. It's pointing to the first element of the array. So this, when it, yeah, it's a pointer. All the arrays are pointers. If I were to pass an address like we're used to, like putting this and sign, I will have to do it like this. That's where the array begins, right? Address the element 0. But if you're like me, who try to work as little as possible, then I put just that, and that works. So my stack gets filled in with the, similarly how we did the scanf with one character at a time. let's say put my last name. So last name is Tiron. Right, so it'll be like this. But we don't know what is in here. There might be other characters, whatever the value is in the previous when that memory address was used. So the sixth element will have the null terminator. So binary 0. There's no character, if you look at your ASCII code, that has all zeros. That's a null. Letters starts at what? Capital A is 65. Number 0 has a number, as a character, I'm sorry, is 48. So it's gonna put this null terminator. So I don't care what's in the other ones, they're just garbage, right? So if I want to print this out, the way we did it before, we used a for loop, right? We did a for loop. When I print every element of the array, it will be if I do that, it will print every character, including the null and these other positions, right? So it will print garbage. This will be blank, and this will be just garbage. Unless, we can put an if statement, see if we hit the null terminator, just stop printing and exit the loop. Or, instead of doing a loop, you can just print a string, and instead of going for each element of the array, I'm just gonna do the whole array. And that will print correctly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Why would I, or how do I use the control structure if again for a string printation? To print the string, I could also use the ifs.
Oh, that will, if you make a loop, or you just use it.
To print every character?
If you want to print including the ones that are not here, do a regular for loop. That's in the, like the second class we did about arrays. If I just want to print
Like
just up to the
N. It'll be for S last name.
why the one that I erased, you mean?
Yeah.
Well, we had that in the previous classes,
Okay.
so it will be like this. Something I noticed in the homework, that when your program doesn't work, majority of the time is because you are using the wrong string here. You said, oh, I want a double, but you put a D here. Or vice versa. Gotta match. Alright. So that's what you were looking for?
Yes, I need to copy that.
So, questions?
That the four condition the condition inside is gonna start at 0 on the 0,
Mm-hmm.
the G, and then it's gonna if the integer I is less than the max value, which is in 10, it's gonna add one, or it's gonna increment. It's gonna increment, and it's gonna do the looping all the way to the 10th array.
Mm-hmm.
Even if the characters inside the array is all the way to the end, it's still gonna go all the way to 10.
That's what that code says. Computer doesn't know what the array has at that point. If you want it to stop when you find the null, then you need to put an if statement. So,
Okay.
let's say instead of doing the scanf, I'm gonna comment that out for now. What if, can I do this? Well, since this is a string, I wanna do this. Can you do that? No, of course not. Because that's an array, right? And other programs have a class called string, but you don't have that luxury here in C. So this library has this method called string copy. strcpy, string copy, and it takes two parameters. For some reason they did it backwards, in my opinion. They put the destination and then the origin. Now that works. It's gonna copy this to this, and it's gonna put the null terminator for you.
Yeah. And it can be implemented in anywhere inside the driver, the main. Like if it can, like character as last name is identified to be the max character to be the max number of.
I don't understand the question, I'm sorry. Can you rephrase it?
Yes. After character as last name, the variable. After the variable, we could just add string copy, last name, and then implement the string Hirón.
Yeah, if you wanna copy a string to a character array, you use double quotes, I use that function called string copy.
And I could, instead of Hirón, can I also put Rolando on?
Whatever you wanna put. Alright. Any other questions? Alright, let's take 10 minutes.